Hey, welcome back to the 545 podcast. I'm your host, J-Rod. I'm here with my co-host,
Archangel from the motherfucking Pleasure Pack, bitch.
and today we have our first very official guest of the podcast.
VanillaBark.
What's good with you? How you doing?
What's up, brother? How are you?
We're chilling.
Chilling.
Thank you for joining us today on this fine Sunday evening.
Dude,
Yeah.
anytime, bro.
It's Sunday?
Y'all my boys.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that's what I said.
I didn't even know it was
I
Sunday.
thought it was Saturday. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you for coming in, and we're just going to talk to you. We're going to get to know you. We're going to let
For
the people
brother.
get
Bullshit.
a chance to see who you are.
Yeah, we want to let
I'm
people.
excited.
Yeah, we want to let people know why you're here. Like, why are you here? How did this even come about?
Let's get started, first of all. How do you know us?
Yeah.
How do you
Dude,
know
Why?
us?
Why do you think you're here right now?
Yeah.
Dude, well, me and J-Rod, we go way back. We used to play baseball together.
Yeah.
So back when we were small, we grew up together.
I didn't even know you guys played baseball together. That sounded dope.
Bro, we've been playing baseball together since we were 10, maybe even less.
Dope.
Yeah.
You guys are baseball douches.
Thanks, asshole.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
We were one of those guys in high school. But
Yeah.
and then after that, shoot, we were boys too in high school.
Yeah, I don't even know how we became friends in high school.
Dude, I think it was at a party or something.
Probably.
A party. Parties that keep getting brought up on this fucking thing.
That's all this fucking podcast is just a fucking big old nostalgia of our parties.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's all right, though.
Y'all are doing it though. No one else is doing it like that though.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, we're out here. But why the people that will watch this that do know you, what can you tell them about yourself? Why are you here?
Oh, I got
Okay,
you.
let me rephrase that. What do you think you're known for to people?
Sweet. So, what I'm known for is I'm an artist now. I went to Central High School.
With all of us.
Keep your talk close in the mic.
I got you. No, yeah, I went to Central. Then I've always loved music. So
You always wrote music?
I've always loved it. My dad wrote music, so I grew up in that environment.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Shouts out to
Yeah.
Craig.
Shouts out to Craig. No,
Big
yeah,
shouts out to Craig.
he does poetry. So that's kind of what got me as a kid. He actually wrote a song about me, and his friend that was in the band, they.
So he was in a
performed it.
band.
No, he just wrote for them.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's
It was
crazy.
tight. It was tight. So that kind of inspired me, and then I was always kind of scared to show people who I really was, because I've always loved music. I've always sang, rapped and shit like that, but never really wanted to show anyone because I didn't really know what they would think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know this is kind of tangent, but when we were friends in school, I did you weren't making music at all. I had no idea that was even a thing in your mind. And when you
Yeah.
started making music after we graduated, I was like, what the fuck? Why is this guy making music?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, I kept on the super low.
Yeah, you did. I had no idea.
I didn't either. We were friends for a cool year and a half, best friends, hung out every day type of shit.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
cool though. I didn't no idea it was your family, it was your family
Yeah.
shit.
It was
That's
just
dope.
it was you all we have those hidden hobbies and shit like that.
Yeah, totally.
Low key when we're just chilling. So I just wanted to take it to the next level. So I work at Dutch Bros too. So this was back when I was a barista. So
What location?
at Maple Beeheimer.
I've never even been to that one.
Shouts out Clovis. Blovis.
Yeah, shouts out Blovis.
Yeah. So this guy one day came through the drive-through, and I was talking to his girlfriend. And
Oh, nice.
I was talking to his girlfriend, and then we were talking because we work together. She works at Dutch too, and so, his girlfriend at the time. So I was talking to her. We were just chit chatting, and then he asked me, he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Shit, this guy's he's gonna get mad at me for
He's
talking to his
depressing
girl."
you?
Yeah. I'm like, damn. So he was like, "Oh yeah, I make music, da 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 da," and he was popping off on Spotify. So I was like, "Okay."
Dope. Pulled the receipts on you.
Yeah. So the next day after that, we started making music.
But just you and that guy?
Just me and that guy.
What the heck?
When exactly was that? Because that was gonna be one of my questions I was trying to get and ask.
So-
When was the very first time you decided okay, let's start making music?
Yeah, take it past just liking it.
Okay.
And then
So,
I want to make
that
something.
one that first that oh shit moment, I want to do this, I want to make music. When was that?
Okay. So I was actually, it was in Shaver. I was we're at this cabin, and so we were all just chilling, everyone was drinking, and then it was my friend Donnie's cabin.
Oh, shouts out to Donnie.
Shouts out Donnie. No, yeah. So we were just doing music in the room, and I seen how they were doing it, and then my friend Michaela was in the room with them too. And she was doing the vocals, and they were just I just seen it behind the snes, how it was done.
What kind of music was it?
It was They were covering an Elvis Presley song.
Wow, that's not what I was expecting at all.
It was
Wasn't expecting that
it
either.
was crazy. It was
That's
crazy.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
And so that's like when I first like wanted to do it. Like, oh shoot, like I want to do this. So then me and Michaela, like we started making shit. She's like an amazing musician.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been playing. I think since she was like a kid. Like she won Miss California
Wow,
for
that's
like
cool.
her voice and like
That's crazy.
and like singing and shit
So
like that.
she's legit.
Yeah. So like honestly, like if it wasn't for her like telling me like that I was like good, I probably would have never even done this because like I was like really like insecure about like what I sounded like.
Yeah.
Like cause
I feel like everybody is
Yeah,
like, that's
like
all right.
like any,
Yeah.
I'm sure like any artist out there like
Had that point.
Yeah, had that
moment.
point where they're just like, oh man, I don't know if people are gonna like
Yeah.
this. What are people gonna think?
but
But
yeah.
That's dope.
But yeah, so that's like when it started.
Mhm.
But so then I met that guy through Dutch, and after that we started making all types of songs. Like just doing like I would after I'd be off of work, I would go straight to my crib, and like at the time, so I have this mobile home like out in the country, deep in the cuts, and my bad, bro.
no, you're good.
No, yeah. So I have this house deep in the cuts, and it's like it needed to be remodeled. So the only thing I did at first was make the stew.
That was the first thing you
Yeah, that was
did.
the first thing I did.
That's
That's
so
fresh.
sick.
So I feel like I had to do that just so I have like that alone time out there.
Yeah, that's dope.
So we got that done, and then I just made shit like every day. Like made like, I think I had like up to like 60 songs.
Are you serious?
Just
60?
like
That's
testing
crazy.
shit out.
Like I have a question then. Like out of these 60 songs, like what were they sounding like? Like what were you trying to do? Were you trying to rap or trying to sing? Because like I'll get into like your music now, but
Yeah.
but like at that time, like those 60 songs, like were you rapping, singing, both?
I was doing both, and I was just trying to be different because like I hear like so many people like they try to like be like sound like someone else, or like
yeah, totally.
I hear like some people like try to sound like the Migos or
Yeah, shit like
with
that.
those ad libs and shit. So I was just trying to be unique, be original, and just like make like let it sound different. Like if it didn't if it sounded like something, I just wanted to change it up.
Because if you listen to your music, like your first music that came out, it does kind of sound different. But
Yeah.
like my next question, like was when you were making that stuff and trying to sound different. What were you listening to? Like were you listening to different
Yeah, did you
shit
have
for
an
inspiration?
Oh, yeah,
like
so,
like,
like-
like drop some artists. Like who are you listening to?
Oh,
Because
like
I'm always
my
into that.
My inspiration, like going into all this, was Khalid.
Really?
Yeah, it was Khalid because like
I don't think I've ever heard a single song by
Yeah,
that
that's what I
person.
figured because I remember like you like were like like you would tweet about him or like you would just like fuck with him in general at that time, and I like saw that and I was like, okay, maybe like that's the style he's going for, like that's the flow.
It's
Because
crazy.
that's what I was gonna ask you, like what
Yeah.
what type of flow were you going for, like what type of like what is your sound, your style, like is that what
Yeah.
you think you're going towards, more like the Khalid style, like with like how he does things?
No, like
Not
so-
like exactly, you know what I mean, but
No,
like
yeah,
you're
no,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
your
yeah.
that's your
Taking
inspiration.
Oh,
yeah.
Taking influence.
Oh yeah. No, he was like a hella big influence because I seen him in concert. So I just liked how he was like unique. Like I just like connected with
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
Like everyone had this like these artists like that they connect with, and I just feel like I didn't really have one like going in like out of high school.
Mhm. Yeah.
So then I like heard his music and shit like that, and I felt like he was being like true. It was like it was original. It's like, okay, I like this. So I seen him in concert, and then once I seen him in concert, I was like, oh shit, this guy is like legit. He's like he's dope. Like he put on a good show and everything like that. And I like after the show was over, I was like chilling in the back, and my homie was like at the bar getting some drinks, and so then I was talking to this one guy, and we are talking about like my clothing line. I have a clothing line too as well.
Yeah,
we'll
shouts
get-
out
we'll get into
Vibrant
that.
Blue.
We'll get
We'll
into
talk
that,
about that
yeah.
a little bit later.
So we were just talking about like designing and shit, and
That's cool.
No,
That's
it
dope.
was super tight. Like the collection's done now. So whenever this was, we were talking, like it wasn't even like thought out yet. So then, come to find out, he was like Khalid's like best friend.
What? And you
No.
just happened to like hit it off with this dude?
No, yeah, like we were just like
Wow.
talking for a minute.
That's
so
crazy.
then
Where was this? Like, where was this concert?
this was in San Diego at the observatory, I think.
Never
Sick.
been there. That,
Shout out Jerry. He's dope.
jealous. That is dope.
He's dope as fuck. No, yeah, I'll show you guys after though. Like the collection's super dope. I just wanted to, so like with VB, because I started it pretty strong. Like I dropped like 2 videos and everything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I was just like getting into your Vibrant Blue, which is his clothing line, if you didn't know. But it's really cool because you started like right after high school, huh? Because
Yeah.
I modeled your
Yeah,
first
I remember
shirt,
that.
right?
Very first shoot.
We were there. We
Yeah,
were
I
all there
love
for
that
the
shit.
shoot.
Man, we go back. We're boys.
Yeah.
Back.
But,
That was crazy.
And now, what? How many years later? Like two
Yeah,
2 years
2 or
later,
3,
you're
yeah.
2 or 3. You're making a whole collection now.
No, yeah. So like I started making like a lot of stuff like since then, but since I started music, I wanted to like put all my time and all my like effort into one thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know
So
exactly
can-
what you mean.
Yeah.
So I can give it like 100% because I didn't want to like give my music 110%.
Yeah, like spread your,
And then,
like spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
for a while, like we weren't seeing anything from like the brand itself, and like seeing you post anything about it.
Yeah,
so
because
like,
you were killing it for a
yeah.
second.
And then like
Yeah.
you just like went dead. So we're like, oh, and then like we saw that you started making music. We're like, okay, that's what he's been doing. Like that's what he's been working on. That's
Yeah.
sick.
So then like
dope.
once I feel like I put in like equal amount of effort in the music, then I'll do it like the same in a VB.
Mm-hmm.
So like once my EP drops, I'm planning on like just dropping hella clothes, like drop the collection
That's
there.
sick. I'm excited for
It's gonna be
that
sick,
because I
dude.
like your style of clothes. Like I think I only got the first shirt, but I remember like when you guys were making those videos and shit, that was sick. Like
Yeah.
I
Those
took
are dope.
inspiration from that for like my clothes. I was like, man, this guy's killing it. That's sick. Like it was like your
Yeah, I
own
appreciate
style.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was dope.
but that's cool. You were talking about the collection with the guy that is your inspiration's friend.
Yeah.
Like, how does that
it
even
was crazy.
happen?
And then I met him. I met Khalid.
You
Really?
did?
Yeah, we
Through
were just
him?
talking, and then I gave him a VB shirt.
Damn.
Wow,
so
so that's out there in the
Yeah,
world.
he has
That's
like 2
dope.
VB shirts and shit like that. So it's tight.
Damn,
It's
that's
honestly
sick.
tight because like I seen him like when he's grown, like he had like 50K on like Instagram.
Mhm.
Now he has like 3 mil. So it's like
Damn,
That's
it just
wild.
gave
He's
me
blowing
it
up.
just gave me like hella like confidence.
Yeah.
that is.
No,
That's sick,
dope.
especially like when you see them and you can like look face to face. That
Yeah.
does like so much. That's awesome.
When you look at him and you realize that they're a real person.
yeah,
and
there's
it's
like a
not
real
just-
person.
And it's like just like me. Like that's why I do music. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
dope. So that's cool. That's dope. That's why you do music, and that's how you like went into music. Because like when I knew you, like when we were hanging out, like I never even knew that you like were into music
Yeah,
like
I had
that. Or,
no
like,
clue.
you're like you wanted to make
Yeah.
music, and like I said, we were friends for like a year and a half, like
Yeah.
really close friends, and I just like never even knew
Yeah.
that. So when like I found out that you started making music, I was like, oh, okay, like
It was
I never
kinda- it was
even knew
kinda
that.
different.
I was like,
Yeah,
it's
damn, for
crazy.
sure.
Honestly, that's kind of the reason why like I wanted you to be on this so bad is because like you're like when I listen to your music like I like some of it. Like there's this one song I was listening to today and I really liked it, and then some of it's like it's not really my style, but like the production level of it, like it sounds professional, like it sounds really good.
Mhm.
So I'm like, why did this dude just like start making like awesome sounding music out of nowhere? Like I
Yeah.
needed a backstory or something.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. Like like how many songs do you have out now?
So just 4 right now.
It's just 4.
Yeah. It was supposed to be way more,
Mhm.
but all types of shit happened with my producer. So
Is it the same producer? Like did you make all the songs with the same guy?
oh yeah, made all the songs with the same guy. So like this in the music game, I'm hella new into it, so I'm like learning as I go.
Mhm.
Like I know nothing. So like it's how I went about things at first. I knew I should like went about it differently. Like probably should have got like agreements or like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what type of things? Like get into detail
Yeah.
because like some people like listening might not like have no clue because I don't even know and I'm in the music shit.
Yeah. So like I don't even have any of my songs to perform right now. So it sucks.
Even the
because-
ones that are out.
even the ones that are out. So like I wanted to perform those like super bad. Like I
Uh-huh.
wanted to like do like local shows, like art
Yeah,
hops.
that's what you need to do.
Like art hops like hit me up
Mhm.
and like
Damn, really?
yeah, they reached out and I feel bad because like I really want to do it, but I just don't have the stems of the songs to
Like put
really-
a set together.
Yeah.
put a set together because like what if I want like a guitar player and there's like guitar in the song
Damn,
or like
that's
bass, you know what I
crazy.
mean? So
do
it's-
you want to go into that as like what happened? Like I'm
Oh, yeah.
curious, like what
let's
happened
get
with
it. The
that.
people need to know.
Yeah, I'm curious too because like yeah, people do need to know that,
No,
especially because like
they need
especially
to.
if there's so much that could be out and it's not.
Yeah.
Like
No, it sucks because I like worked on so much shit that like I put my like heart into, and it sucks because like I can't like give it to everyone,
uh-huh.
and it's like such a different vibe too. So it's like my first 4 like songs, the style was, it was like super R&B pop.
Mhm.
Mhm, yeah, that's what I
But
get
like
to listen to.
yeah.
You.
my
your vault?
my true style though.
Like your vault, that's all, like all the shit that you have that you can't get. Like what's in there? Like,
Yeah,
what
it
is
sucks. So like my true style is like I want to like get into rap.
Yeah,
So, like,
I was gonna ask you about that too.
they're like that's like cause like me and my boy Arlie, we would just like
Shouts out.
shouts out Arlie. No, yeah, we would just freestyle all the time. So that's what got me to like start like I'm like shit, like I love to rap and shit
Mhm.
like that. Find like the right melody.
hmm
But with that situation, it was pretty crazy. So me and this guy, we were like hella close.
Is this the guy you met at Dutch Bros?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So me and this guy, we got super close, hung out all the time. Like
Mhm.
we would just kick it every day. And
And you started making music with them and shit.
yeah. And this guy like shouts out to him now. Like
Yeah.
what he does is like his music's great and everything
Mhm.
like that. Like he quit his job because he's getting paid off of Spotify and iTunes and
That's
shit
dope.
like that.
That's
so
sick.
he's making enough to spot that. So that's pretty dope for him. But it was pretty crazy. So me and my friend who I started making music with,
Mm-hmm.
I invited her one day when we were making music.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started doing their music and stuff like that. And then they just, I didn't really realize it, but like, I guess they just like hit it off, and I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
And this guy had a key to my house and everything like that.
Whoa.
Just because my house, it wasn't like my house yet. It was just like our
It was
studio.
the studio, yeah.
So like I would like let him go out there and make music
Okay.
because I respected his time too.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't like letting me pay him because like we were boys. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, here, like
Word.
least I can do is here's my house.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I'm working, you can just make music.
Mm-hmm.
So damn, it's pretty crazy. So then they just got way more serious and serious.
But him and the girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're doing their thing now. So it's like I don't know if I like made him mad like when I was like so close to him.
Huh.
And like cuz there's some history there. So like
Oh, okay. So he might be a little salty about that.
yeah. So I don't know like
That's lame.
So because
we're
of
boys
that,
much love, but I just want my music.
so
So-
because of
And-
that, he's keeping your music, and he just
I-
hasn't hit you up
yeah,
or
I feel
anything.
like they think that I'm using him, which I don't know how I'm using him because
Yeah.
one, I'm small as fuck. Like I'm not even blown up yet.
yeah.
I'm just starting out.
Like you're just doing it just because you want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That sucks.
he's
just-
that's just a shitty situation.
Yeah, that just sounds like a shitty situation. So he's like just pretty much just holding your music for, like because a chick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then so like we hashed it out and everything like that. We
Mhm.
didn't talk for a minute. Then we hashed it out. I was actually in the stew with him like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like with him in the studio a month ago. We recorded some shit. It was super dope. I got some. I got this one beat from this like Juice producer, so it was pretty tight beat. So I recorded that, and it sucks because we recorded it, and all of a sudden like he just doesn't want to do music anymore. It's crazy. Like he
So
said,
he's not making music anymore.
So like he's like taking a little break now.
Oh, geez, that's how it always
Yeah, I know.
starts.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I'm missing a start fresh. Like I got lots of music like on the way. Like I have this beat that Rice sent me.
So you gotta
I'm excited for
you gotta turn ride beat now.
Yeah.
And are you gonna rap on it and sing, or rap and sing, or?
I want to do like maybe like sing the chorus, rap the verses.
Ooh, that
Yes,
sounds good.
get on that. That'd be
turn ride
sick.
beat.
That's gonna be sick.
That'd be
And
so
then
dope.
Simba too. We're gonna have some shit on the way too. And then I'm beige feature.
You got beige too. So dang, you're getting all the gang.
Yeah. So I'm putting it together like an EP right now.
Okay.
I'm still deciding if it's gonna be EP or like an album.
So how many songs do you think are gonna be on this?
I'm thinking like 5 or 6.
That's
but
a
if
good
it's-
amount.
But if it's like an album, 7.
Ooh, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear you,
okay.
like, because just listening to your old music, like I said, I like some of it's like beyond me, but like listening to like imagining your voice and your sound on like our type of beats and
Yeah.
styles,
I'm
like I'm excited to hear
'Cause,
that.
Yeah.
like that's like kind of what made me too like growing up in high school and like listening because I remember when Simba first dropped his solo tracks.
Yeah,
like, way
yeah,
back
that was
in the
a
day.
way back in the
Those
day.
are hard.
Mhm.
Shout out to Life. We every time, I know this is off topic, but every time, almost every episode, we've talked about Simba's old project. So I
Yeah.
might just have to play it on you one
Shout out
day.
Simba. Like honestly, like Simba and Rai been in the game for a minute. Like no one can tell them fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Riley and Sim have definitely paid their dues, and that's cool that you
It's
got-
like they've like made a name for themselves like with their style. That's so dope.
Mhm.
Like that's hella sick. Like
That's sick.
people that like come through Dutch.
really.
Like, oh yeah, they like recognize Rai and like Simba like in their
That's
beats
so
and their
sick.
music, and I'm like, damn,
That's
like those are my
fucking
boys.
sick.
That's tight.
Shouts
dope.
out anybody who likes
That's
us.
Everybody. We love everything. We love all the support we get. It's
Yeah, we
sick.
love it. We love it. Okay,
Like-
anyway.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's cool. I'm excited to hear that music. So, like, when do you think you want to have this out or done, or just like
Dude.
roughly? Like, don't say any dates, but
Yeah,
just
gotcha,
like give us a
gotcha.
A
little
rough
teaser.
date.
Yeah, I got you. Ooh, so probably around like December.
Really,
So
that's
then we
fast.
can have the party.
Ooh, you gotta be quiet about that one.
Yeah, we got to keep down the low.
Oh, on
Yeah,
the
you
low.
guys didn't hear anything.
Sorry. Soon, though. Soon.
But yeah, December. Dang, I'm excited then.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be sick. But honestly, whenever it's like done, I want it to be like
Yeah, you gotta make sure that shit's good because
like
especially
it's gonna last forever. So
yeah,
it's like
true.
I want to make sure it's like top, like
Mm.
sounds super good.
Yeah, dude, I have no doubt because like your taste and like the mastering, just how everything sounded. I don't know if it was either you or that other dude, but like I said before, it was just like so good and like so tastefully done, like just put together
I appreciate
well.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So I'm like curious too because like your songs are like super songy, like
Yeah.
Like there's like they're just like written out very well. Like
Yeah.
did you learn anything like from your dad or anything like that? Because I learned what I know from my dad. So I'm curious
Yeah.
like what your experience is like.
So how like I pretty much get down on the stew, like I do the melody first, like when I write. So like I'll like think of different melodies in my head or like throughout the day, and then like I'll record it on my phone, and then like I'll just try to put like lyrics over that. So it's like super. That's just how I grew up doing it, and that's how like I do it now.
So you've been doing that. You've been writing music for a while then.
Yeah, like just to myself and shit like that.
That's so cool.
It's super dope.
That's dope.
I really admire people who write music, who like actually write music, not just like freestyle or punch in. So that's really cool.
Yeah,
like I'm always trying to like pick people's brains that do that shit.
Yeah.
I have
that's right.
I have a comment on like one of your cover flows for one of the picture or one of the songs where like it looks like, did you say, I heard somewhere like you took it in like Tijuana or something like that?
Yeah.
Like that shit's crazy. Like I saw that cover and I was like, damn, that's sick. Like where the fuck did they take that shit? And, like,
No,
like what's this? I want to know the story behind that cover flow picture, like that art. Where like what happened? Like why were you in Tijuana?
Oh shit.
What the fuck? You were in Mexico?
Yeah, I went to Mexico, bro. So
Just for the album picture or just for the single picture?
Yep.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like you guys just went for like
Serious?
Yeah. Like I seen this, like I wanted to be like in a different country. Like I wanted to be on the street somewhere
Yeah.
because it kind of tied in with the song. Like I was like walking.
Yeah.
And so like I'm from Fresno, but like if I like have like an album cover that's like me like not in Fresno,
Yeah.
kind of fits the song and stuff like that. So I just wanted to be like, it ties in with me, like with my music, like wanting to be different. So I just like wanted to be different, and it was super tight. I ate like 12 tacos. It was fire.
That's so
Who'd you
sick.
go with? Was it just
It
you?
was me and my boy who like made my.
Oh, that guy.
my
Oh, for
music.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's sick.
I like how you like put the extra thought into like taking that picture like just for like a single or whatever. Like a lot of people that make music are just like locally, or people that just kind of do it as a hobby. Like they don't think about those things. Like they don't think about the
There's a lot
cover.
of things that go into
They
it.
don't think about like where it's gonna be posted, how it's gonna look,
Yeah.
what people are gonna see when they look at it. Like
Yeah.
like that's cool because like when I look at your pictures like that, I'm like, oh, if this was a record and I was looking for records, I'd pick
Yeah.
this up just because it looks dope.
Because like all your cover art is pretty sick. Like they're all like
Appreciate
edited
that.
well, and there's like
Yeah. Because I've never like done any like artwork, so like that's all by me too. It's
Really?
crazy.
That's
That's
good.
dope.
Like your image that you're like building
Yeah.
for yourself and your music is like really good. Like it's sick because it's like, oh, it's like his style. Like it's
Yeah.
different.
I
That's cool. I like
appreciate
that a
that.
lot.
don't you do shit like that for Dutch? Like,
Oh
cause
yeah, that's like,
Oh yeah,
Aren't you-
That's like a perfect
I kinda
segue.
I skipped that.
No.
My bad.
like maybe you're so good at social media because your job,
Yeah,
which is okay.
like-
Like what's your job?
what do you
description?
what do you do for Dutch?
So now I'm like the social media coordinator. Now, like I was a barista for almost like a year and a half, and so now I'm the coordinator. So what I have to do is I run the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook,
So
the
this is
Snapchat.
like Dutch Bros Fresno.
Yeah, Dutch Bros Fresno.
So all of Fresno.
yeah, all of Fresno.
Wow. Okay, for people that are watching that aren't in Fresno or Cali, I don't know if Dutch Bros is everywhere.
No, isn't it like just West Coast? Like, I'm pretty sure it's just West Coast, like Oregon and shit like that too.
Yeah.
Where you might be like, what is Dutch Bros? Like, what is it? It's like pretty much a coffee
It's a real
shop. Like,
coffee shop.
I would compare it to like Starbucks, but like in Fresno locally, like it's kind of a big deal. Like it's a hangout spot.
Oh,
Like
it's- yeah.
people
Yeah,
live
it's
off that
crazy.
shit. Like
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't like live there. But it's kind of a big deal just because like what you're posting is like what all these people are seeing because Dutch Bros has such
It's
a
crazy,
big
like,
following like in our area.
33,000. It's crazy. So
That's
it's
crazy.
like putting stuff up on the Instagram page.
So you
at
post
first.
on the Instagram page and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's
and like,
dope.
So like it's like I'm the photographer too.
Yeah, no, I was
So
gonna
You're the
ask you.
photographer too?
I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you like, how did you get that? Like, how did they give you that? Like, did they see you taking pictures before? Because I know you were into photography for like a
Yeah,
while,
yeah.
like before music and shit like that.
So what had happened was my good friend, her name is Melody. Like she's crazy talented.
That's sick.
She like does her own, like she has her own photography business.
Mhm.
So she had this job for like 2 years, and she's like badass. Like
Damn.
she knows her shit. She actually got the job for Dutch Bros Coffee now. So like the Dutch Bros official coffee account, like their Instagram,
Oh,
Wow,
that
that's cool.
like over 100K account,
Uh-huh.
like she runs that now. She's like on their social media team.
Yeah.
So whenever she got that job, they needed a spot here.
Mhm.
So social media is like my shit. Like
yeah.
I dropped out of college and shit like that
Yeah.
That's
like-
so dope.
to model and
Yeah.
to
Yeah, and when you kill it, we were just talking about that.
to
That's
model and just like to do music.
Mhm.
And like I didn't really feel like school was for me. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with Dutch and then like follow my dreams, and then because like Dutch is a super dope job that I can
Mhm.
Yeah. It is a
like
cool
it lets
job.
me have time to do my shit.
Mhm.
The people I work with are super dope too. But damn.
So
But yeah,
like,
it's like
So like,
So like they just saw your photography, or like they knew that you did photography. They're just like, hey, like you want to do this for us?
did she like get you in? Did she be like, yo, check this guy out?
I know. So I applied,
Oh,
and
okay.
it took like 4 to like 5 weeks.
Damn.
And so like a lot of people like applied to for the job. Then they made it like a posting throughout the whole Dutch Bros, so like all 7 states, if anyone else wanted to apply and stuff like that. So they finally got back to me, and then it was this game on. It was tight because it was something I've never done before that I do like all the time. So like it's so different from my personal
and then
account.
you're doing it for money, and you're getting paid for that shit. Like that's cool.
Dude, it's awesome. It's
That's
crazy.
dope. That's sick.
It's super tight.
That's such a cool job for me to me, because like social media is like such a big deal, and like Dutch Bros is a really big company. So that's cool that you got put in that position. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start if I had all this shit. Like, what do you post? How do you make it sound? Like, you have to fit their image.
Yeah, you have to like fit their culture, and the culture's it's like super tight too.
Yeah, it is cool. It's always like uplifting.
Because
and
what I
upbeat
love
and
about Dutch is because there's so many different people that work for us, and
Yeah,
so
that's
like
true.
my coworkers, like some have like blue hair, some have pink hair, and that's dope, and some are like
That's sick. They're just open to
normal people.
like expression,
Normal
like
people.
freedom of expression.
yeah, and
They
they're
don't
just
care.
like they're just being them, and that's
Yeah.
kind of like what helped me too with my music. Like, damn,
I bet.
these are like
Being
so many
around
people
positive
like
people,
that
yeah.
just don't care what anyone thinks. Like they're just living. So
That's
I'm like,
sick.
shit, I need to live like that too.
that's hella dope.
That's
yeah.
dope.
I was wondering, like, way back in the day, I was like, how is this guy getting pictures on the Dutch Bros account? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, why is there a picture of him on there? But that all makes sense now.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's fresh.
Yeah. That's super tight though. Like we have like our corporate like downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super dope because like we're like really into like Fresno right now,
Yeah.
and like trying to like build up the community.
Yeah,
like we're
'cause
trying.
Fresno's killing it, like with all the events and everything. And
Fresno-
Dutch Bros is always there.
Fresno
so.
is killing it, like with music, art, and like everything. It's crazy. Like
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of people that's going to come up in the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's like another reason why we kind of wanted you on here to let people know, like, hey, there's more stuff going on in Fresno too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure some people are gonna watch this didn't know about you, and they're gonna
Yeah.
like be like, what the fuck, this is cool.
It's all networking. It's all dope.
Yeah,
Sick.
I love that, dude.
That's so sick. So do you think you like learned anything by like from managing like all the Dutch Bros accounts that could like help you?
Oh, dude, so much. It's crazy.
Like what? Like drop some tips, because like I'm down for social media
Yeah.
tips. Like
Yeah.
I need to know too. Like I want to get my
Same.
shit cracking.
So, like, one thing that's important is you have to be consistent. Like
Yeah.
you can't be consistent for 1 week, and you cannot be consistent for like 1 week and then stop for like another week and then be consistent again. Like you have to be like every day.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get used to you posting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's how you get people's attention. I feel like is like if
Yeah.
they see you constantly, they're like, oh, okay.
I actually noticed you guys are.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying.
Dude,
Yeah, we're trying
I
our
noticed
best.
your page. Like I was like, I love that because
Yeah.
you're posting hella stories all the time.
Dude, I'm
Just
trying,
to be like
man.
get the engagement
Yeah.
up, dude. That's sick.
Uh-huh.
So honestly, just connect with the audience too. Like ask them questions like, what do you guys like think of this? Or
Yeah, that's what we try to do on here too. We try to get people to give their opinion, but
Yeah.
like we get some, but we want more. Like we want people to like tell
Yeah.
us what they think.
Yeah,
and, like, give
if
us
you
ideas.
if you see this, DM me and tell me what you think about my music. So if you hate it, DM me still.
He just
tell
wants
me-
to know.
Tell me why you don't like it, and I'll respect that.
Yeah, all feedback is good feedback.
Yeah, that's
almost.
That's sick. That's
That-
dope.
That's cool though. So how often a day do you post on social media? Like, is it Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everything?
So I have to post every day,
Mhm.
and so some days I'll post like the same picture because it'll be like there will be a deal. So
Like,
like
you just
today
gotta,
was a
like you just
deal.
gotta get shit out.
Mhm.
Yeah, but normally I have to post like a different picture on each platform, and then put some
Wow.
Snapchats up, put some stories up. So it's like there's a lot that goes into it.
That's crazy.
And
Man.
then-
That's like
Are
a
you
real
the
job.
one, are you the one that always records that one guy that's always on the stories? That's like
J-Sal?
yeah, that's always he's
shout out
always so
J-Sal.
fucking out there. He's just like yeah, bro, like that
Yeah.
guy. Are you the one recording all those?
Yeah,
that's
that's
sick.
me.
That's dope.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
There's
about.
just like one guy that I always see on like the
He's just
Snapchat
like
stories.
comfortable in the
Yeah,
camera,
like he's
and
so
people-
comfortable, bro.
People love him. Like it's crazy.
dope.
So when you go back to your social media, you're just like, yo, I gotta post. I gotta have someone take
Yeah.
pictures of me.
So it's like it's kind of crazy running this big account that's I'm posting on all the time, and then my account. Because like right now it's like I don't really have that much to say, so it's like I don't really like have anything to post right now.
Mhm.
So like whenever like I post, it's like whenever I'm feeling it. But like once like I want to get to that like next level and like I have my album dropping, I'll be more consistent with it just to get my engagement up and stuff like that.
That's like the hardest thing. Like I'm noticing, like when stuff's going on, it's so easy to post stuff and keep it fresh. But it's like when you got nothing going on, that's when it gets hard. And like that's when
Yeah.
people are like, yo, I want to take a break.
And then like
blah, blah,
life
blah.
happens, and then
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
life happens.
It's like you kind of just got to keep going at it. Like
Yeah.
there's really no stopping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like
if you're really about it, if anybody's really about it, like that's what I've noticed, like doing everything that we do and everything that everybody else does, you just gotta kind of like keep going
yeah,
at
if
it.
you want it, you got to do it.
You
like
can't stop.
even like for the podcast, I know this is like
Yeah.
kind of off topic,
Yeah.
but people are like, why did you record the first one you were sick? And I was like, because we had to get it fucking out. Like we're trying to do this shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That
that's
is what
cool.
it is.
Yeah.
But shouts out to you guys. You guys are doing everything. That's tight.
Dude, we're trying. Like,
Yeah, that's
it's-
all we gotta say is we're trying.
Yeah,
because
it's-
Thanks for
didn't
fucking
even,
with us, everybody. You too.
No,
That's
yeah.
dope.
Hell yeah. Shouts out to everyone.
Yeah, we're out here trying to do a little bit of everything, and glad to get more people involved, like you. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm like when you're talking to me about your music, I'm already thinking like, yo, we got to get a show. Like, you're gonna be on the lineup,
Yeah,
and
we gotta
shit
do
like
everything.
that.
Yeah, I'm excited. Do we gotta like do some
2019,
collabs too? BB?
Big things
Oh
are
yeah,
coming.
oh yeah. We can talk about the collabs off camera,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
clothing shit.
But yeah,
Keep that on the
so
low.
is there anything else you want the people watching this to know? Is there anything you want to like tell them they got coming up? Anything that like you just want people to know in
Oh,
general?
yeah.
Like if they see this.
So I got 2 music videos dropping in the next like 2 months.
Who's making
month.
them? Who's making them?
So one, Eric Ham, so the guy who made all my music videos for Vibrant Blue.
That's
he's
like the
making,
lookbooks
Oh
and shit.
really?
Yeah.
Dope.
That's the guy who made those.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow, those are sick. Hey, that guy doesn't hit us up. Hit me up.
He's sick.
Yeah, he's great. He's
Yeah,
he's tight.
It's super sick.
And then Surf Films, I just hit him up today.
Shouts out to Surf Films, killing it.
Shout
dog.
out
Dope.
Surf, you killing it. No, yeah. So those 2 videos are dropping, and then the EP, of course, and then I definitely want to start performing way more
Mhm,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
We'll talk
So-
about that.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
So I
yeah.
want to start performing way more, and then I'm excited to work with like Rye and Simba. This I want that because their sound's so unique, and I
Mhm.
can't wait to like mix my sound with their sound.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
sick.
Just
Can't
to
wait.
like, I don't know, because it's so like why I do everything too is it's because like I'm just a kid from Fresno, so
Yeah. like all of
I'm
us
the-
almost.
yeah, we're all kids from Fresno. Like I want people to know that they can make it too. So like once, like just being me, like making it, being
Yeah,
you,
just, like, being yourself, doing
don't
you.
be anyone,
Mhm.
like don't try to be anyone, like be you.
Don't try to be anyone.
Like-
Be fucking you.
And
Sound
then,
of that.
and then what about for Vibrant Blue? What do you got coming up with that? Are you excited to announce some of that stuff, or you just want to keep that on the low?
Yeah,
for
I'm
right
excited.
now?
I'm excited. So I'm gonna drop that collection with Jerry, and then there's like 2 or 3 shirts, sweatshirts, and then I'm gonna drop like a fanny pack pretty soon.
Ha, dope.
Fresh.
It's gonna be in the music video. It's gonna be
Fuck
tight.
yeah. Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
You're killing it,
Nice.
dog. I see
Yeah.
you.
That's smart. You do that shit.
No, yeah, and but Cole Fela, like my homie,
Mhm.
who I have the line with. He's been my brother for like since 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Like 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
He has like 3 or 4 designs we're gonna drop, and I have like another like 4 we're gonna drop too. So
Ooh, I'm
2019, like I just want to go off because
That's
Fuck
dope.
yeah,
I
let's
just
get it.
been
That's sick.
going slow, just
That's
like game
dope.
planning and stuff like that. Make sure to do everything the right way.
So if you don't know, just watch out for that, everybody.
Watch out
Big
for that.
things coming from VanillaBark.
Yeah, big
Big
things.
things.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
excited.
all excited.
For you. I'm
It's
hype.
dope.
I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I just want to say thank you for coming on the podcast. Thank you for
Dude,
being our
anytime.
first guest. It was sick.
Anytime.
It was a new experience for us, obviously, because we're used to just talking to each other and like Simba, because that's who else.
Yeah,
will-
those
Dude,
are
I've
homies.
never been on
Yeah.
a podcast, so it's my
That's
first
dope.
too.
Yeah.
Super tight.
And
That's
like we
sick.
were talking about earlier, any feedback's good feedback. Let us
Mhm.
know in the
Let us know.
comments. Hit us up all up on social media. We'll have all of our links.
Yeah, everything, all VanillaBark stuff will be in the description. So just like
Yeah.
check
Stream
it out.
that.
Thank
Tell your
you all.
friends.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm J-Rod. I'm your host.
I'm Archangel from the Pleasure Pack, your co-host. I love you all.
I'm VanillaBark.
That's our first guest. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I ain't never switched up. Every time you hit my phone, I was there to pick